Hello and welcome to this How To Trophies video walkthrough guide for Chick Magnet on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the Definitive Edition. So in this trophy you have to get 100% sex appeal. So this is made up of 50% of kind of body aesthetics and 50% of the car you are currently driving or vehicle you're currently driving. The sex appeal is noted in the main menu. So simply go into there and see what your sex appeal is currently. And then to raise that, there is a simple kind of almost glitch that you could use from more or less the start of the game, depending on how much money you've managed to save. So just simply find a tattoo parlor and then we'll walk in. So you'll have a base sex appeal anyway. So a top tip would be to try and find a decent car to arrive in, and then you could kind of unlock the 100% immediately. Haven't managed to do that here. So we'll go and find that car at the end. But as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm just going to add each one of the tattoos that are available. You actually don't have to do this. You can just have and remove the same tattoo and it will kind of do the same thing. It will add that 1% to your sex appeal, which we'll end up doing towards the end of the video because there aren't actually enough tattoos that you can put on that will get you to that 50% portion of your kind of body aesthetic sex appeal. What you can do though is you can just remove a tattoo and then you can put the same tattoo back and it will keep the 1% that you've gained from having a tattoo. So you can, it's almost like stacking that percentage. So just keep adding and taking away that tattoo and you'll eventually build it up to that 50% mark. You can't actually go any higher than the 50% mark with this methodology, so you do obviously need that really good car. It's not like you can just keep doing this until you get 100%. Your kind of body aesthetic is capped at 50. So as you can see, we're just continually going through adding new tattoos. I decided that I was going to add all the base tattoos just because it gets you an extra 1% and B, it means less of actually going backwards and forwards, putting the different tattoo, the same tattoo on and removing it. It would save you money to do it this way, but I wasn't concerned about money and I did want my character to have all the tattoos anyway. So this was a good way to get this trophy fairly early on in the game for what might seem like quite a hard trophy to get. You may also want to do this before you do the 2 number 9s trophy, because obviously you have to get really fat or you have to eat a lot of meals for that. So it's probably better to do this one first and then head off to do the other trophy, so you don't have to worry about the kind of body image trophies that are within the game from this very interesting mechanic that they kind of haven't really used since. So we'll see if it comes back in any of the newer games. Well, GTA 6 to be fair. So it'd be interesting if that is something that is included, a more kind of real world. It's almost like it's more of an RPG mechanic than sort of any other of the mechanics that are at play in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It was really quite revolutionary for this type of game to have that kind of mechanic in it. The other thing I could think of was sort of Fallout, which is definitely an RPG of the time where they were doing a similar thing. So it's quite interesting that it was included in this original game. And it is a little bit annoying, I'm not going to lie, especially when you're in the middle of doing something and you're losing your health because you haven't eaten for a while. That's pretty frustrating, and there's no way you can kind of turn that off. In terms of what we're going to do after, so we're just going to apply the tattoo until we get to that 50%. You can see me keep checking my percentages. You can lose a little bit of track of where you're actually at. What I'm looking for is that 50%. I just did try one more than 50% just to prove that we can't actually get any more than that based on doing this methodology. So we'll get into the car, or we'll get near the car. I think it'll raise us to kind of mid-70s %. So we do need a more kind of attractive car than this. I am currently only on the first island. So there is a car parked by one of the safe houses to the south of the area. So we'll go pick that up and then we'll immediately get the trophy. So the good thing about this is we can just follow the map marker. These weren't quite as good on the original. You couldn't get an actual sat-nav route to your waypoints. That's one good thing the Definitive Edition has brought in, is having those, having the routes kind of marked out to you, so you can get there a lot easier than just having that dot on the map. So here we've found what is a blade parked at the side of this house. So we're just going to pull up and get into the blade, and that should pop the trophy for Chick Magnet for maximum sex appeal. There we are. So that's the trophy. Thank you for watching How To Trophies. I've been Dan. Hope you had a lovely time. Please like, share and subscribe, and give us a comment in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video. Thank you, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.